Good evening, YouTube. Welcome, friends, to a late night Sunday edition of Crime Time with DutyRon, a retired NYPD detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. If you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. Guys, a lot of emails coming in, a lot of things, a lot of questions coming into the Discord group. DutyRon.com has blown up tonight with all of the chatter of live streams and conversations that are going on out there. I felt it was my duty to come live with you guys and just say hello. So let me just say hello quickly to everybody joining, my Patreon supporters, the channel members. Thank you, Retired Sergeant Melinda. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hey, guys, I hope you had a great weekend. Again, a lot of things going on with this case, Summer Wells, active investigation, a lot of moving parts, a lot of conversation. We got Don Wells speaking to everybody and their mother. We have Candace. Candace is being quiet. Everybody's wondering why she's being so quiet. People are wondering about what happened to Grandma, where did she go? All these different conversations. Why weren't the dogs making noise? When the police came, as per Don Wells, there was no dogs. They decided to up and leave that day. Just a lot of hogwash, as I put it. Again, guys, appreciate you coming in. Let me just get a quick sound check. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if the volume needs to be cranked up. Let me just get a sound check really quick. 1 in the chat if you can hear me. A number 2 if it's a little too low and I can pump it up. I'm using a wireless mic. All right, looks like a lot of 1s and a couple of 2s. For those of you who have a number 2, just try to maybe put in a pair of headphones or whatever. I am using the wireless jack. Wireless, I could see it right here and it's peeking out. So I don't want to make it peek out all the way. So when I talk directly into it, it is kind of loud. So I'm going to put it right here. Let me rely on a couple of folks who are regulars on the channel. Okay, cool. So it looks like the sound is good. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lisa D. Hello, Vicky. Great to see you. Thanks, Josh. I was waiting for somebody. Retired Sergeant Melinda, thank you, loud and clear. Excellent. Diane, good to see you. Thanks for the number 1 from across the street. Always great to see you, my fine friend. So guys, let me know by a show of hands who is confused, who is undecided, who here feels Don and Candace Wells have something to do or know what happened to their daughter. Put a 1 if you feel that they know what's going on and they're just keeping it back from the authorities. Put a 2 if you're not sure, and put a 3 if you think they're innocent. I just want to see. It's either a 1, 2, or 3. Let's just see what this looks like. A lot of people are putting 1s. I saw a number 2. 2 if you're confused, 3 if you think they're innocent. I just want to see if there's any number 3s coming along in the chat. A lot of people are undecided and confused. A lot of people are throwing number 1s. There's 1 number 3. I just saw 1 number 3. 2 number 3s. Okay, I just want to let you know, I respect everybody's opinion and everybody's take on it. If you feel that they are innocent, that's fine. If you feel that you're undecided, that's also good too. But it's great to hear other people's opinions, and that's why I like when people throw comments down below in the comment section. Because when you throw out the comments to me, it's like a way for me to actually see and hear what other people's thoughts are on the case. Now, you guys know when I give it to you, it's coming straight from a police investigator perspective. When you hear police off the cuff talk about it, it's coming from a police perspective. You know, when you hear folks that do not really have much investigative experience, it's still, you know, I always like to listen to it because it's still always good to hear a person who's green And when I say green, I'm meaning someone who's never conducted a homicide investigation, someone who's never conducted a missing persons investigation. Sometimes those are some of the folks that come up with some really cool stuff and that maybe hear or see something that a trained investigator might miss. So that's why I say this crowdsourcing and all of us, the police need the public's help, and they also need the support from the public. So at the end of the day, it's a good, healthy conversation to talk about different ideas. But when you get involved in name calling and cursing other people out because they feel a certain way, now you're teetering on something that's not good. So that's where things go wrong, when you have social media and people bashing other people because they don't agree with you. It's not about, follow the leader. It's about, let's follow the evidence. Let's follow how all the pieces of the puzzle come into place, and let's listen and learn from each other. In other words, if I wanted to learn how to do brakes on a vehicle, I wouldn't go to a heart surgeon and ask him, how do you do brakes? Unless, of course, he knows how to do the brakes and was a mechanic before. But if that person is a dedicated heart surgeon and never did brake job or tuned up an engine, I wouldn't go to him for it. So that's the same concept here. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of things. Listen, can we believe Don and Candace? Can we believe the parents 100%? No. I feel that we can't believe everything that come out of their mouth. I'll give you an example. Don speaks about cell phones being given back to him, cell phone data extracted and given back to him. I don't buy into that because all of the people like myself who are in law enforcement, when there's an investigation like this, everything that's taken is taken in for evidence and potential evidence that could lead to an arrest in the future. So if you take that evidence, that electronic device, computer, laptop, desktop, hard drive, iPad, cell phone, and you return it back to the person, what happens if you have to now arrest that person? Now you do have the data extracted on, say, an external drive, but you'll need to present that cell phone in a court of law. So to me, it doesn't make sense for stuff like that to be returned. The only time things like that get returned is if you have a situation where a case is over, person pleads guilty, you don't need to present evidence. And even in some of those instances where your person pleads guilty and the evidence is no longer needed, it's up to the prosecutor to say, hey, you know what, let's release that back out. They might want to hold on to it for a lengthy period of time. So again, yeah, chain of custody is important. Algo1 says, chain of custody. Hello, Princess Michelle. Good to see you, Cat. Thank you for joining. Listen, grandma and everybody is suspicious. It's not just grandma, it's everybody. Everybody is suspicious in this. And that goes right across the board until everything is, everyone is cleared. Good to see you, Paisley Dreams. Thank you, Glow. Thank you, Tatiana. Hello, Katie. Good to see you. Hi, Heather. Angela, Crime Ghost. There's a whole bunch of people coming on in. I appreciate you guys. And I felt that it was important that I came live for you tonight just to kind of give everyone a little bit of a place to have a conversation. A place to have a conversation. And we all want to hear about grandma. We all want to hear what she has to say, but maybe grandma lawyered up and said, you know what, I saw my daughter screw up and talk to everybody and their mother. I saw my son-in-law speak to everybody, and that's probably not in the best interest. As Joe Murray said, it's a criminal defense attorney's nightmare to have potential clients that they have to defend speaking to the public. So it's a nightmare. But the more that they do it, the more that they put themselves in a hole. So again, it's spoken about in many of the YouTube land. The more these people speak, the more they incriminate themselves, the more that they show deception, the more that they come up with different stories and different versions of the story that they tell. So, it is what it is, and it's just more ammo for the authorities. And at the end of it all, that's what you want. So a couple of things I want to let you know. I am going to have two EquiSearch canine searchers who were involved in the initial search from early in June, and they didn't return on the July 24th. They didn't return on the July 24th, but they were there for the first early searching, and they're going to come live with me probably tomorrow night, Monday night at about 9 p.m. Eastern. If not Monday, it will be on Tuesday. So that you're going to not want to miss, because those are going to be valuable folks that we could talk to, and we could get information from them, and we can ask them questions. You know what I mean? We can ask them questions, and we could talk about what they did and what they think about the statements that Don said about these packs of dogs leaving. It's just not dogs' nature to just sit on a property and then on a particular day just leave. Like the way he describes those dogs just taking off and then just coming back, it just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, that to me was something that was pressing, that I was thinking about when he was talking about it. And you know what? Again, it's something that I want to ask a dog handler, somebody who's a professional that's around dogs, if that's behavior that's indicative of these packs of dogs, you know, 13 dogs on the property or more. Is this behavior that the dogs would do? You know, so we don't know. We don't know if that's what it is. We're not sure. But we want to speak to the professionals on it. So I'm looking at the chat, and I just want to say quickly, thank you to my mods. Thank you for everyone who comes in and positively interacts in all of these live streams. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Again, I want to say thank you to the Patreon supporters, the channel members, and everybody who positively interacts with the comments down below on the end of the video. We always like to give everyone a platform where they can speak and talk about what, you know, what goes on in a case like this. So again, we are looking at a lot of active information that is going on and going forward. I anticipate movement in this case. I feel that TBI and FBI are on top of what's going on. They are definitely, you know, continuing to do interviews, continuing to do whatever they need to do to bring closure to this case. Now, we all say, we look at things like Orrin and Orson West. You know, we're 7 months into it. They had a birthday party tonight in California for Sincere. And all of those people over in California, they want answers. They want answers to what happened to these boys. And it's frustrating. It takes time to put a case together. And you guys got to realize it takes time to put the case together, you know. Again, those poor, not just the poor boys, the community and their families, the biological family of Orrin and Orson West, their hearts, my heart breaks for them. Their hearts are broken because they don't know what's going on. There's nothing to show, you know, what's being done with the case. There's no active updates in the investigation. It's frustrating, to say the least. But what I tell you this is, you know, the bottom line is that these things take time. And we as human beings, we want answers. We want the answers. And if we don't get the answers, we get frustrated. It's frustrating. So, again, guys, we need to just say to ourselves, we need to support the police. We need to give them a complete cooperation. If you know about something, in this case, something seems uncomfortable, something seems not right, then you need to come forward. That 1-800-TBI find is a very, very important number for people to use. And if you have something, if you know something, definitely come forward. Let me again quickly say thank you to the mods and all of the friends of the Crime Time with DutyRon family. Thank you for backing the police. Guys, again, if you have time tomorrow night, I'm going to confirm it with a scheduled live stream. So the scheduled live stream will be probably around 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So if you guys have an opportunity, go and check my scheduled live stream. So this way you can plan on coming in and listening to what these canine experts have to say. Again, the canine experts are people who know about searches, and it is going to be a educational live stream as educational as it could be. Again, appreciate everybody being here. I didn't plan to stay live too long here tonight, but again, I want to say thank you to Joey Brooklyn and the Mod Squad for doing a great job, and all of you guys who are here that are here for one thing and one thing only, to find out what happened to Summer Wells. So again, 5-year-old girl missing from Eastern Tennessee, June 15th. We're just looking to get some answers, and we're looking to keep discoverability, the name out there to Summer Wells. And Orrin and Orson West missing since December 21st in California City, Bakersfield. We want to keep them and their families in our thoughts and prayers. Again, appreciate each and every one of you coming on in, positively interacting. And as I like to end all of these live streams, God bless the world, God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, and all victims of crime and their families across the United States. Guys, good night from New York City. I hope each and every one of you have a great week coming up. And again, folks, share this video, hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe. Follow me on all things DutyRon, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All one word, DutyRon. Lori, thank you so much for the super love. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for hanging on out here tonight on this Sunday, non-scheduled live Sunday night. Shout out to EquiSearch, Dave Rader, and the crew from EquiSearch. Thank you for the swag. I'm still wearing my Lost Is Not Alone little wristband, and I have my retired shirt on here tonight. Remember, back the blue and support your local law enforcement. They're the difference between anarchy, criminal behavior, and peace. They make the difference. Though they're the ones, the good guys that are out there fighting crime. So thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love from New York. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on, let me say thank you quickly. Lisa Black, thank you again for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate that. Good night from New York. Talk to you guys soon.